Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
My dear friends, I am Nilesh Suchak. I am Associate Professor at R.J. Tibrewal Commerce College, Ahmedabad, and I am going to talk to you about how journal entries are being recorded in the books of account. Friends, journal is a basic book of account in the double entry bookkeeping system. The transactions are recorded on daily basis, or we can say day-to-day basis. The word journal means day in Latin, and therefore now the journal will be regarded as a day book because we are recording transactions in chronological order as and when they occur. While passing the entries in the journal, some accounts are debited, some accounts are credited. We need to learn with the help of practical examples today as to which are the accounts to be debited or which are the accounts to be credited. We will learn these with the help of all practical illustrations today, and while I will explain you the first journal entry or the first transaction, I will be talking to you in greater detail about the rules of debit and credit, or the manner in which we will decide as to which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Let's look at some practical example, and we'll start with the first transaction, which is, I have given you journal entry and the format of the journal, and we will be discussing about each and every content of this journal. Before we look at the journal entry which I have recorded here, we study the transaction. The transaction is, I have taken up the examples or the illustrations whereby once we start a business, usually the owner or the proprietor of the business would bring some amount as capital, and with this capital, which is also known as owner's equity, they start the business. Some of the owners, they bring only cash. Some of the owners, they may bring some other assets. So as and when we look at some further transactions, we will see what are the other transactions which can take place in the owner's account or in capital account. This first transaction is, Mr. Dinesh Singh started business in the name of Dinesh Corporation by bringing cash of rupees 20,000 as capital. Please note, you must be knowing that there is a business entity concept or a separate entity concept according to which the business enterprise and its owners are considered as two separate entities. And because they are considered as two separate entities, any transaction between the business entity and the owners thereof, or the partners thereof, or the proprietors thereof, or the shareholders thereof, will be recorded as if they are two different persons. They will be treated as two separate entities. And today, in the entire discussion that we are going to do on journal entries or the journal, we are going to take up one firm named as Dinesh Corporation, and these journal entries we are recording, or these transactions we are recording in the books of Dinesh Corporation, which is a proprietary firm whose proprietor or the sole owner is Mr. Dinesh Singh. So Mr. Dinesh Singh's account will be treated as a capital account because he is a proprietor or the owner of these business enterprise named Dinesh Corporation. Now Mr. Dinesh Singh, he starts his business in the name of Dinesh Corporation by bringing in cash of rupees 20,000 as his capital. We need to understand these transactions. We need to record these transactions as and when it occurs in the books of accounts of Dinesh Corporation. And let me remind you, all the transactions that we will be now recording or discussing will be in the books of Messrs. Dinesh Corporation. The journal entry I have given here, let's say it is on 11th of November 2014. So what are the contents of the journal? First column is date, where we have written 11th November 2014. The second column is particulars, wherein the account to be debited and account to be credited is being shown. Look here, we have shown cash account debit. DR in short means debit. Cash account is debited. We will discuss little later why cash account is debited. And the account which is credited, usually this is the format wherein we write the account to be credited as to. So cash account debit to capital account credit. Now ledger folio is the third column. LF is ledger folio. Each of these account which is debited or credit is then being posted into a ledger, which you may learn little later. And then debit rupees. These amount could be in any currency. You could keep these accounts in US dollar. You can keep it in British pound. You can keep it in Japanese yen. But here, being in India, we are recording it into Indian currency, namely rupees. So debit is a fourth column. Fifth is a credit. So the amount or the account to be credited, we will write it in the credit column. The amount which is debited, we will write it into the debit column. So cash account debit rupees 20,000 to capital account credit rupees 20,000. These are the first and second ledger accounts that we are preparing. Therefore, I have given ledger folio 1 and 2. That is immaterial. What you need to learn today and focus today is on how to record these transactions. So how to record is one or more accounts would be debited. One or more accounts may be credited. So in these transactions that we have seen, only one account is debited, namely cash account is debited, and one account is credited, that is capital account is credited. Now before we learn why cash account is debited by 20,000 rupees and why capital account is credited by 20,000 rupees, let's look at certain rules of accounting and the types of accounts based on which we determine which account is debited and which account is credited. Let's look at the types of accounts and the rules of debit and credit. This is one way in which you can decide as to which account is to be debited. There are mainly three types of accounts: personal accounts, real accounts, and nominal accounts. Personal accounts, friends, are the accounts of living individuals or artificial persons like companies or firms are known as personal accounts. The rules of debit and credit for personal account is debit the receiver and credit the giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Please note, Mr. A, Mr. Rajesh Singh, Mr. Anil Shah, these are all individuals. Or there could be Dinesh Corporation, ABC Limited, ABC Brothers, these are all firms. There could be a living individual or an artificial person. All these accounts would be known as personal accounts. Even all the companies, whether private limited company or limited company or partnership firm or proprietorship firm or the proprietor, they are all personal accounts. And in personal account, the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Now here, one of the accounts which is being affected is Mr. Dinesh Singh's account, his capital account. So please note, the capital account is Dinesh Singh's capital account. We may write it as Dinesh Singh's capital account or just capital account, but it will be treated as a personal account. Now when this transaction is being recorded in the books of Dinesh Corporation, which is the firm, Mr. Dinesh Singh is a person. So one account which is being affected is Dinesh Singh, because Dinesh Singh brings 20,000 rupees into business as his capital. So one account which is affected is personal account. What is the rule of personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Mr. Dinesh Singh is a giver of cash of rupees 20,000. Therefore, Dinesh Singh's capital account is credited or just capital account is credited. This is an explanation why the capital account is credited, and we'll little later also discuss again about the explanation of this journal entry. The second type of account, my dear friends, is real accounts. So you need to identify which accounts are affected and whether that account is either personal account or real account or nominal account. Real accounts are the accounts of goods or other assets. These are real accounts. The rule of debit and credit for goods account or the asset account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. If in business some goods come, we debit goods account. If some furniture, which is an asset, comes, we debit furniture account. But if goods go out, or furniture goes out, or machinery goes out, these are all assets, real accounts. If they go out, those accounts are being credited. This is a rule which you have to keep in mind. The third type of account, my dear friends, is nominal accounts. These nominal accounts are the accounts of revenue expenses or losses and revenue incomes and gains. These are nominal accounts. The rule of nominal account is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. I'll give you some examples of expenses and incomes. Revenue expenses and revenue income. I'll give you revenue expenses. Traveling expenses, they are revenue expenses. Salary, carriage inward, carriage outward, octroi expense, rent. These are office expenses. These are all revenue expenses. Loss, because of fire some goods are lost. Because of fire some loss has taken place. These are all losses account. They are also nominal accounts. Similarly, revenue incomes are interest earned, dividend earned or dividend received, discount received. These are all revenue account. Gains, you may sell something and you may make profit. These are all gains. They are also revenue accounts. So for revenue accounts, you should keep in mind the rule: debit all expenses or losses and credit all incomes and gains. My dear friends, the first transaction that we have seen is we have debited cash account. Why cash account is debited? Now we are looking at the explanation. Cash account is debited because cash is a real account. It is an asset. For asset, the rule is, or the real account rule is, debit what comes in. Now when we are looking at these transactions from the viewpoint of business enterprise, namely Dinesh Corporation, the cash comes in. Cash comes in, therefore cash account is debited, because debit what comes in, credit what goes out. If cash goes out of the business, you are crediting cash account. If furniture goes out of business, you credit furniture account. If machinery comes into business, because debit what comes in, therefore we are debiting machinery. In the same manner, here we have debited cash account and we have credited capital account. Now, apart from these rules of debit and credit relating to three types of accounts, namely personal accounts, real accounts and nominal accounts, friends, there is another way, and some students find it very easy to understand it by the alternative method, which says that asset plus means debit. When you need to remember only one thing: asset plus debit. Asset minus, or when asset is reduced or decreased, you credit that account. In these illustration that we have seen, cash comes into business, so your cash increases. When cash increases, we debit cash account. So cash account is debited. What has happened? Cash is increased. For liability, when liability is plus, it is to be credited. It's equal to, when liability is plus, is equal to credit. So when liability increases, you credit that liability account. When liability is minus or liability decreases, you debit that account. Owner's equity, some authors distinguish liability and owner's equity, or owner's fund, or proprietary funds, or net worth. Owner's equity also, the rule is, when it is plus, it is to be credited. Owner's equity plus, it is to be credited, and owner's equity when minus or is reduced, it is to be debited. The explanation of transaction we have already discussed. Mr. Singh brings a capital, is a personal account, we have seen. This is, therefore we are crediting. Or Mr. Singh's account by this method is a owner's equity. Owner's equity increases. It is plus, therefore owner's account is to be credited. Therefore we have credited capital account. My dear friends, this is a detailed explanation of the first transaction we have discussed. Now we will look at some other transactions, but we will not look at in such greater detail, but because you need to understand these basic concept about the rules according to either personal account, real account, nominal account method, or you can go for asset plus is equal to debit, asset minus is equal to credit. We look at the second transaction. wherein we had received cash of 20,000 rupees. Now we are opening a bank account in Dena Bank in the name of Dinesh Corporation, the firm for which we are in whose books we are recording the transaction, by depositing cash of rupees 10,000. So what is happening? Your cash is reduced because you are giving cash of rupees 10,000 to bank. Therefore, cash account is to be credited. Cash account is a real account. Or if you look at cash account is asset account. Therefore, asset minus, because asset, when you give cash of 10,000 from business, the asset decreases or asset is becoming minus, and therefore cash account is credited. Now Dena Bank's account, my dear friends, is a personal account. Dena Bank is receiving the cash that we are giving from Dinesh Corporation, and therefore rule of personal account is debit what? Rule of personal account is debit the receiver. So Dena Bank is receiver, therefore we are debiting Dena Bank's account. Or if you look at by asset plus method, Dena Bank is an account where we are opening our bank account and it becomes our asset. When we are giving money to Dena Bank, it is lying as our balance in the Dena Bank, therefore it is our asset. Asset plus, therefore Dena Bank account is debited. With these, we have seen only 2 transactions. We will see some more transactions in the other parts to follow. For the moment, you need to pay your attention to the rules. Whichever is convenient to you, whichever you find is easier, by both the methods you are going to get the same answer. Which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited is an important point to be kept in mind. And my dear friends, another important point that you have to keep in mind is whatever total amounts or amounts you are debiting, that much amount only you should credit to some account, one account or more accounts. With this we conclude discussion on these first part. Thank you very much, my dear friends.
Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar Open University.